season, where we'll see a brawl inside.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Hobbs. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Got it. Ready?
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hobbs. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Fights through him, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hobbs. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Looking to throw. Hobbs. And this is incomplete. Trying to find Breece Hall out of the backfield. But it... Back to throw again. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive is a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Give to Hall running right. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific... In mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, a run by Achane. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 31 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Hobbs. Pryor has it complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 35 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On 1st and 10, Hobbs escaping the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 and now on 1st down. Oh, what a juke into space. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On first down, Hobbs buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Operating from the gun, Hobbs. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Jets have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Tua. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hobbs. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Taking it about the 16. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Okay, ready?
Throwing on first down. Hobbs. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Hall again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he just met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well, now after all this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken on the 25. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
Handful of carries last time out there. Finished it off, Charles, with a short touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's pretty nice for him to be able to do that because normally where they were on the field, it's going to take some muscle to get in there, right? It's going to take some power because things are so stacked up, well blocked, and he was able to get into the end zone somewhat safely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Several of those carries last drive, he had some good holes, some good options. To throw on second down, Hobbs. And he's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Hobbs. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tua sets up to pass it. This complete to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, Tua.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kick. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And his kick is right there. Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Tua now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Tua to throw again.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Tua going to throw.
And that's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out.
Have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy for that one.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Hobbs Flush to his right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw. Hobbs.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Going for right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out come the Dolphins now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Dolphins 31.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Hall again. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Play design was good. Line up in a goal line set. Try and sneak your tight end out to the outside against that defense. What you're hoping is they think he's really an extra tackle.
But they weren't fooled. Good recognition defensively.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Tua.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
New York set to take the field.
But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given. The scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Got it. 2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Hobbs. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Fuller. And the Jets are going to be set up for the 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Dolphins 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start